Hello, I think. Hang on, let's just pull this forward a little bit. Right, hello. I see this. Sorry, you're going to hear a bit of a squeaking going on because one of the dogs has got a sprout that makes a bit of noise, and apparently she's decided now she wants to have it. I've just literally not long got back from walking the two dogs, so if they're a little bit bonkers and barking their head off, then you know why. But there you go, she's going nuts. Anyway, how are we all doing? Nice Friday evening. I mean, there's 4 of you watching, so I'd imagine fair enough. You probably have better things to do with your life than watching me on a Friday night. Let's quickly go into the chat. UK Train and BusFit says, "Are you going to do a video on the new home kit? Ordered it at 8 p.m. last night." Good for you, mate. But I am not going to be doing a video on that because I don't quite feel I don't care enough about the launch of the new kits to make a video on it. I know obviously the likes of, I think SFC David might have done one. I might be wrong on that. Jam Sani's definitely done one. Tane SFC, hello there. I think did one. Tane, sorry, I might have got that completely wrong, mate. But yeah, a couple of YouTubers and mad mistake, I think, talked about the new kit, but I decided not to bother with it. Last Palmer's Mackham, evening lads. Bristol Mackham. All right, Michael. Hope you're well. Yeah, and likewise yourself, mate. And obviously, thanks says hello there. So hopefully everyone is all right. Michael Allen says hello, Michael. Hello, everyone. Well, we got to 10 likes. Let's see if you can just get everyone to come on just for 2 seconds and leave a like and then piss off if you want. David, see if we can get 30 odd likes or so. That'd be quite nice. David Walker, hi, Michael. Hello. Hopefully everyone is doing all right. Yeah, I figured if you quickly want my thoughts on the actually, I'll talk about the kit in a bit when more people are probably interested in it. But anyway, I hope you're doing all right. I noticed that. Hang on, Thane, no vid mate. Just did a community poll on the kit. I'll do one once I get the kit. Fair enough. Oh, there you go, guys. Thane is going to model the new Spread X Sunderland 22-23 home shirt. Just saying. I tend not to bother with the kits. I tend to try and just either get them as a present or wait until they're cheaper. Yeah, one of the dogs is going ballistic at a sprout. Anyway, Lauren, hello, Mr. Bowes. Hello, Mrs. Patrick Roberts. How you doing? Acacia, yo. All right. And Lewis, oh, now we're starting to get people coming through. Lewis, right, give us a sprout. Sansa, can you just off? Anyway, no, you're not getting it. Oh, she's going to constantly hover around. Oh, here we go. One of the other dog, Lily, who's an older dog, is going to join us. Hang on. Go on then. There you go. For reference, is the older dog. Hello, Lily. You're on YouTube. Anyway, Long Kenny, now let's get the doggos on the show. Oh, God. No, I'm definitely not getting Sansa, the younger one, on the show, because she'll just go with that. Yes, you little bugger, you're not getting it. Anyway, God, this is turning into a dog show more than a live stream. That's why 32 people are now watching, because Lily and Sansa, the two dogs, are on the stream. Anyway, all right, okay, I've got quite a few of them. Colin, right, Lewis Crosby, any news? Well, I'll touch on that a bit later on, but basically, in short, it looks like Jack Clarke's going to sign permanently. Colin Major, hi, Michael. Lauren Kenny, oh, Mrs. Roberts, saying hello, Acacia as well. Now let's get the doggos on the show. Mick, oh, blimey. Hang on, I have to go back through the comments here. Michael Allen, seen Hummel's Fleetwood away kit? I haven't, mate. I'll have to check it out. Chris Cal says, evening, everyone. There's this seat down the catwalk. Acacia, hey, Lauren, and are you, Michael? Yeah, I'm doing all right. Chris Johnson, all right, mate. Great news about Clarke. Done deal, apparently 3-year deal announced tomorrow. That'll be all right. Just well, get up the bowers. Chris Davison, how's it going, you big lummets? Hello, gobshite. Hope you're all right. Hey, that rhymes. Marion Charles, how, Michael? Not doing too badly. Hopefully you're okay. Liam UFC. If you see Middlesbrough as a rivalry, are you looking forward to playing them? I see them as a derby, but not a rivalry. It's derby geographically, probably, but it's not a rivalry because literally majority of our fans, or at least a good number of them, I would imagine, don't really care about Borough. But I'd much rather be playing them than the Forest Green Rovers. David Walker, Jack Clarke, close speed, good signing. Yeah, Liam, who let the dogs out? Yeah. Hang on. Who let the dogs out? Appropriate. And Michelano, we should be manufactured by Hummels. I'd imagine quite a few people will agree with you on that. Sam, Jack Clarke, initial fee, 3 to 5 million. Acacia and Lauren just talking amongst themselves, I think. Lauren, I treat myself yesterday to the shirt. Good. Hopefully you like it. I presume it means Lauren likes it, because otherwise I doubt she's going to spend 55 quid on a new top. Thing, it might get confirmed tonight because he's traveling to Portugal tomorrow. Then, to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me, knowing this social media team, if they decide to wait until. Hang on. It wouldn't surprise me if they decided to wait until tomorrow, right before the friendly, to announce it, when it's going to be like peak. What's the word I'm looking for? It would get peak attention on Twitter, basically. Let's have a look. So anyway, Paul Morrison, evening, 100%, 100%. I think G Goodnight, G Hayes lad. I think, I don't know. John 76 says just a thumbs up, red and white arm circle emojis. Love it. And exposure. Yeah, I completely agree with that. It wouldn't surprise me. I don't think it'll get announced tonight. Sam, we can get a much better championship quality winger for a cheaper fee than Clarke. Depends, really. Right, we might as well touch on that now. Lauren, no worries that you can't come tomorrow. Like I said, I'll try and see if I can find a nice, sexy picture of Patrick Roberts for you to perv over. Liam, love that you got a backup of Tyne Bridge in the background. I live with 2 Newcastle fans. I didn't choose that. Carl Mervyn, he won't play against Rangers, but at least he'll get one game against Roma. Mate, how you doing? Kids birthday party. When the away kit out, knowing Sunderland ages, it's gears and Mark. Tom Lawrence is one of them, cheaper championship winger for cheaper. Right, I might as well touch on it now. Basically, for those of you who haven't seen, it broke today, this afternoon, that Jack Clarke looks like he's going to sign permanently for Sunderland. I've seen the initial fee is 3 to 4 million from Sky Sports, and the potential fee would rise to 7 if Sunderland were to get promoted in the next 2 seasons. So more than likely, it's going to stay at 3 or 4 million. For me, however, I mean, Thanes just summed it up right here. Right, this is my thoughts on Clarke. It's 50-50 on Clarke. However, if you look at the bigger picture, he's only 21, back to potential, and we started to see his real quality in the playoffs. Thank you. I feel like I'm the only Sunderland fan who rates Clarke at this point. There we go. There's the other dog, Sansa. Hang on. There's a glass of lemon there, so she's going to end up knocking that over. I rate Jack Clarke. I think that he took a little while to get going last season, but you've got to remember we signed him when he barely had any preseason. And Sammy could say, yeah, but that's in League One. But the fact is, he still showed quality. And if you want to look at this way, 8 championship clubs, apparently at least 8, from what was said, were interested in him. I don't think he's a bad player. If there's a number of people wanting him. Some, but I personally don't see him progressing in the championship. Hey, that's fair enough. Honestly, that's your opinion. I disagree with it, but it's your opinion. You're more than entitled to it. I might be wrong. We don't know. For me, I think when Jack Clarke started to get settled in and started to see some close to match full fitness, I think we started to see quality there. And yes, as Liam says, the gap between League One Championship is massive. But remember, Jack Clarke's also played at the Championship. I know people can say, well, he's had a number of loan spells and hasn't really worked out. But that's similar to Patrick Roberts. He hasn't been able to settle anywhere, and therefore it might have affected him for that. When he was settled at Leeds in his first season, I'm sorry, but he did show promise there. So for me, I actually think there's something there. Is the fee extortionate a bit? Yeah, it probably is, but we know we're dealing with Daniel Levy. I've said an unpopular opinion. I'd rather have signed Jack Clarke than Scott Twine. A lot of people seem to think that Scott Twine would be good enough for the Championship, despite the fact he's never played at that level bore, and yet MK Dons wanting 4 million for him, which is their prerogative, by the way. But for us, no, I wouldn't have gone for him. Jack Clarke, I like the look of, and I think if you've got Alex, I think if he's settled, he's got a home, and I think you've got Alex Neil coaching him. For me, I think this is a worthwhile deal. Yes, I know what you want. You want that. That's what. Fine then. There you go. Go get it. Right, we're going to see a squeakathon any minute. Anyway, let's see. Carl Mervyn, I agree. My God would have had Clarke over Twine any day. By the way, if you wanted Scott Twine, fair enough. I'm not going to have a go at you for it. It's your opinion. But anyway, with hang on, so Liam, if I was a Sunderland fan, I'd be happy with mid-table. Would you? That depends on who we bring in. Right now, yes, I would definitely be happy with mid-table. I think if we sign players that are top half Championship standards, I would say I was just watching a bit of SCFC David's video about what he wants Sunderland to do in the window. And one point he made that if you balance realism with us being a newly promoted club, but also being Sunderland, I think top half's fair. And I agree with him. I think at least to be comfortably clear of a relegation battle, I think that's a fair thing. Then SCFC. Sheffield Wednesday away in the playoff second leg was Clarke's best game. He got us up the pitch as many times and produced assists for Roberts. Well, ultimately, was involved in getting us to Wembley, which gave us the platform to get promoted. Look at it that way. Look, there's no doubt Clarke definitely has improvements to do, but if we do get him, I'd be happy about that. I think there's a player in there, personally. Anyway, William Tucker, we need another keeper. Yeah, we do. Whether it's a first teamer or whether it... Oh, I hope she hasn't got one that really squeaks. She's not going to give up, is she? Anyway, I think with a keeper, I think you either need to get a good second choice, like John Ruddy, for example. Personally, for me, I'd have Ben Foster. Whether he'd want to be second choice, probably not. But I still think it's good competition for Patterson and someone to learn off. But at the same time, I think I forgot half of what I was saying. Oh yeah, we do need another keeper. There's still a few other positions that we need to. There's still a few positions that we really need to get sorted, but there's still 6-7 weeks left of the window, isn't there? Sorry, Mikel says spending this money is just the beginning to be believe. I think they'd be a lot more invested in this window. Well, I'd hope so. Hang on. Right, let's have a look. Someone made a comment. Josh Bell, we've shown zero intent though, mate. We haven't attracted anyone apart from Clarke. It's not looking good at the minute. Again, there's 6-7 weeks left of the window to go. Kyle says, Ben Foster said in an interview, he thinks he's now most likely to be a second choice keeper wherever he is. Acacia, go on loan. Oh, yeah. Mrs. Roberts has put, what's your thoughts on Roberts signing? 2 more years of Roberts. Well, I'm sure for Lauren, it means 2 more years of being a pervert. For me, it's actually a good... it's actually... I like Roberts. I really do like Roberts. I think there's a player in there. Kitch Dude. Oh, you know what I'm going to say. Haha, Lauren's lover sitting in a tree. K-I-F-U-C... I mean, K-I-S-S-I-N-G. Sorry, Lauren. Couldn't help it. I said sorry, Lauren. Take it back. I'm actually not that sorry. It's quite funny. But anyway, let's go back for some more comments. In case you come and do, don't mention the biggest team in Sheffield again, Thane. Thane, keep mentioning it, mate. Right, whatever else is there. Look, don't get me wrong. I understand. I mean, and by the way, I'll tell you this. I watched Thane's video. I think it was this morning. The one he put up. Sorry, Lily's leg is against my leg. Oh, Lily's paw. But anyway, I lost my train of thought again. Thanks, dog. Oh yeah. Look, I watched Thane's video saying he was concerned about the lack of transfer activity. And to be fair, he did say that when he puts a video up, that the next day something happens. So technically, he's right, I suppose. But I do think there's. I think obviously our business has been slow, but I think after last summer, yes, there was mistakes, but in general, people can't argue that they knew what they were doing because they, 1, got a manager in who helped us get promoted, and 2, got a squad to get us get promoted. To help us get promoted. Or to get us promoted. That made absolutely no sense. That was poor articulation on my part, but you get what I mean. So, the fact is, Ballard, 2 million. Clarke looks like 3 or 4 million. I think this regime does deserve the benefit of the doubt, at least to an extent. Obviously, you've got to call them out when they make a mistake, but I think they've done far more good things than bad things. And even if people say, "Oh, it's Alex Neil is the reason," Lauren, exactly. I'd rather be slow with signings, quality over quantity. I'd say exactly. We've tried a lot. I mean, if you look at it, I think the Roker Report, the Gavs on Roker Report said this: that if you have, hang on, Sansa, stop it. Dog's just not being particularly great. Hang on. Here's a squeaky toy. Where is it? Anyway, yeah, Gav on Roker Report, I think, said that Cardiff were one of the teams. I mean, Millwall, there's a few teams that made a few signings, but my point was Cardiff have made a number of signings, and he said that apparently was it only 2 of them he'd take at Sunderland or whatever it is. So they're probably signing players that are squad players, whereas we want to sign players that are going to really improve us. So last summer I was on the same lines as Thane. I was thinking, Sunderland, will you hurry that up with signings? And I think, last summer I was thinking, will you hurry the up Sunderland? But we eventually got there. But I think last summer because I hadn't experienced what this regime was like, I was very impatient and I was really wanting to get things started, get the ball rolling, get players settled in for pre-season and so on. But with this summer, I think I'm more relaxed about it. I really am. I'm much more relaxed about it. Hang on. Okay. See if I can press it. Sorry, the TV for setting it and turn off there. God, I'm having a really terrible live stream at the minute. I'm amazed there's over 50 people watching. But anyway, point is, I think this summer, with how they helped, they ultimately in their first full season, got us promoted, and got players to get us promoted, and booked and got a manager to get us promoted. I think they deserve the benefit of the doubt. And like I've said loads of times, I think the fact that we are in the championship means that the level of play we can get goes from there to like there. You can really start to see the benefits of it. Yes, I would like them to hurry up a little bit, but at the end of the day, I'm much more relaxed about transfers. But again, those who are a bit more impatient, they just want what's best for the club. It's the same way that we're not happy clappers or toxic, for that matter. Everyone just wants the same thing. So let's stop having a go at each other, for goodness sake. Anyway, let's have a look. Anyway, so you must be clever with signings instead of rushing for signings. Yep, that's fair enough. Liam Alex Neil's too good for League One anyway. Yep. Mikel Alon said a few comments. Said, I'd take Michael Cooper, goalkeeper at Plymouth. Mikel Allen might be an unpopular opinion, but Evans must be upgraded. I hold no sentiment. Maybe. I think he's a handy squad player, potentially, certainly, but I think for the first couple of games, he'll probably start. So, yeah, dog's just sitting. Sit. Good girl. There's loads of things to do. No one's disputing that. I just think a bit of patience is needed, but we'll wait and see. I think Evans will start the first couple of games, but we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. Blimey, 16 and a half minutes gone already. Right, Lawrence says, pointless starting 10 new signings and none of them being very good, basically. Sam, we've got one goal scorer at the minute. Really need to improve in that aspect. That's fair. So if Stewart doesn't perform in the championship and we don't sign someone who knows how to score goals, we're in trouble. I think what you got to remember though is that Stewart isn't just renowned for scoring goals. He's actually a very important player other than that. And I do believe we will sign players. This is what I mean. I think we just need to take a back seat, relax a little bit, and then if in the next couple of weeks we haven't signed players to address these issues, because I believe they will be working on this, then fair enough, call them out. But right now, I think we just need to chill a little bit. Again, people have their own opinions. That just happens to be mine. William Tucker, I like that striker. Emil Rees from Preston. He was very good last season for Preston and played for Neil at Preston in 2020. Michael Allen. Hang on. Ben Whiteman, Michael, he worked with Alex Neil before. Squad only. Everything. As much as I do like Evans, I defended him a lot. We do need someone a bit younger. Can't rely on Evans week in, week out. Well, we have someone. His name's Dan Neil. It's a question of whether Alex Neil wants to play him. The new midfielder can play CDM. I don't know. Sam, yeah, we just need more than one source of goals. Yep, that is also true. No denying that. Yeah, I think, like I said, but my point still stands. I think we need to just make sure that we just chill a little bit. Just wait and see what happens. Because I'm okay. I'll call out a statement right now. Right, if you look at who, like, say, the other two promoted clubs, like Reading and Birmingham, aren't exactly in great shape here. Most of Birmingham signings will be loan ones. It looks like they could. There's rumours they could be getting Dwight Gale. Fair enough. That's probably a good signing for them. Very good. Who do they get? Dion Sanderson on loan. I think. I don't know. I think when you look at Birmingham and Reading aren't in great shape. Cardiff have signed a lot of players probably because they weren't in great shape. They need to gel. If any of them do start. Then you've got Wigan and Rotherham, the other two promoted clubs. Wigan have not signed many players at all, as far as I'm aware. Rotherham have signed a few, and there's only probably one or two of them that I probably would have took at Sunderland. For me, I'm telling you right now, the three I think will get relegated will be Birmingham, Reading, and Rotherham. I think Sunderland will be all right. And I'll also say this, and I might be wrong here, but I think we will finish comfortably the best out of the three promoted sides. I'm calling it. We'll wait and see. And just for anyone saying, I called promotion 2 months before it happened. So I am going to bask in this if I am right. And yes, I'm going to be an egotistical idiot. Steve Lawrence, hello, Michael. My info, Radoni will sign for us, both playing hardball over the fee. Yeah, well, we'll wait and see what... okay, Steve, if you have any info, do you know roughly what that fee is? I know he's got a year left on his contract at Wimbledon, and they're apparently holding out for $1 million. But who knows? Anyway, William Tucker, I don't know why Sanderson went to Birmingham. They look woeful then. I'd have took Sanderson, yeah, personally, but still. Okay, so yeah, right. Which players would you like to Sunderland to sign before the 31st of July when the season starts? Preferably Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, maybe Paul Pogba. No, actually, no. Dybala. Realistically, sexual appealing. Do you think Matete will step up? Right now, my gut instinct says no, but I haven't watched him play in the Championship. You never know. Honestly, who would I want to see sign? Well, I guess it just depends. Whoever Alex Neil or the regime wants, I'd be content with. It just depends. I have my preferences, of course. I mean, who I want to sign. Um, but I think with, say, Adam Armstrong, and that was a bit of news today. Southampton apparently are willing to let him go out on loan. I'd have him in a heartbeat. But as Thane says, he's a Newcastle fan. I very much that, and I think he was a joint Geordie, like I said, a growing up Newcastle fan. So I'd be very, 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 very surprised if he came here. But I would have him in a heartbeat. Even Callum Robinson from West Brom, I'd have. But still, Colin Major, someone's supposed to be in for Carlos Moreno from Man City. Yeah, I do think there's one thing I would say is I don't want us to just go for players just for resale value. Yes, a good number of our signings will be based off that because we need to be sustainable, but you do need to sign occasional experience as well. I think that's a fair criticism. James J. Top 10 at least for us next season, Michael. I think we are going to continue to sign well. I agree with you. I think we will. I really do think we will. Callum Avon, what centre back would you take at Sunderland? Well, my answer has gone to Birmingham, Dion Sanderson. That's who I really wanted. Oh, centre back. I'm trying to think. Who was out there? Alfie Mawson, maybe? But again, he doesn't really fit the model, does he? Steve Flowers, totally agree. Armstrong would be a great player to play off Stewart. Yep. Like I said, either him or Callum Robinson, Cameron Archer. I want to get Broadband back. Broadband. Hey. There's lots of things. Chris Carl, I think we'll finish 8th to 12th. I'd say if I had to put a position based on the players I think will sign, as in the level of quality I think we'll be aiming for, I would say between 10th to 14th to 16th, maybe 10th to 16th. That sort of area of the league, I think, is where I would say roughly we probably will finish. That's just what I think. Liam, I think you'll finish 15th. Like I said, 15th would be all right. Just a nice boring season for once. That'd be quite nice. Then it says Craig Forsyth on a free wouldn't be a bad shout option at centre back and left back. By the way, I'm not doing anything weird here. I'm just stroking the dog because I know it does look kind of strange. Christian says, okay, so you're looking forward to the biggest club in Sheffield beating Sunderland in the League Cup. Well, hey, I love it. Acacia now, and she's put up a comment somewhere. I'm trying to have a look. Hang on, where is it? There's Acacia. I'm sure she's just put a comment up somewhere. Hang on. I'm sure I saw a comment somewhere about Sheffield Wednesday. Hang on. Where is it? Oh my god, I'm literally so disorganized. It's a joke. Another thing. Blah 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 blah. Oh, never mind. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, no, it was Chris Davidson's account. Yeah. Steve Flowers. I seem to be a minority here, but would have Doyle back. The lad is going to be a top player. I'd have him if he was going to get some decent game time, but I'd have Doyle. I like him. I just don't think we'll give him game time. Kieran Gale, I think we should try and sign Ben Mee, been released from Burnley. Not a bad shout. I'll take him. Kirsia. Right, here we go. She goes, shut up, Chris. No chance Sheffield Wednesday will beat us. The same woman who said no chance Forest will beat Sheffield United. The point is, so when she says no chance something will happen, take it with a pinch of salt. Kirsia, we'll beat them again like we did at their ground, so I'm hoping we win 3-0 or 4-0. Kirsia, I'm going to do a U here. No chance we will beat Sheff Wed 4-0. Anyway, Michael, shut up. No. Anyway, don't even keep saying that. Well, then stop saying there's no chance things will happen then. What was it? Kenneth Allen. Clarke, times did look good. Times he did look like he didn't want to be at Sunderland, but I think I would have him back. Well, apparently there's at least, well, from what I saw on social media, there was at least 8 championship clubs that wanted him, but apparently he wanted to come to Sunderland, so I think that says quite a bit. Sam says, oh god, it's a Star Wars reference. I'm traveling to Naboo to get some information on the pink steel to see if any process is being made. You said do that, Jar Jar. Anyway, Nick Allen says, me too, Steve. People don't understand how good that last season was for all our young players. A season or two in pre-seasons under the belt for them, Neil, Cirque and Doyle. Yeah, exactly. Dave says, Doyle is destined for greatness. However, he did struggle at league times with the physicality in League One. Too much pressure in the Championship. If we were still in League One, maybe. Nick Allen, think he'd be fine in the Championship. I think he'd do all right. I really do. And you've got to remember, if you're struggling with the physicality, 17 years of age. I think that's. But I do agree with him. He is destined for greatness. He did say that, to be fair. Kieran Gale, what system do you think we will play? I think Alex Neil will continue. I think we will. I think Alex Neil will continue to be pragmatic in terms of who we come up against. I think that how we play will depend on how we set up will depend on who we're playing. So for example, the 2 home games against Norwich and Rotherham in back to back. I think Norwich might be a little bit more of a cautious lineup, but I think Rotherham might be a bit more of a not caution to the wind, but a bit more of a let's put them under pressure straight away. It just depends. For me, I think for me, it entirely depends on who we're playing. That will dictate our system. Um, Neil Thomas, have you seen the Make a Miracle? Love that championship season. We'll take Steve Flams, I think the main 3-5-2. Dane says that young players like Ballard is what we need. Bags of potential, but already have championship experience. Yep, that's a fair play. Liam, how are you expecting to play against Coventry? I guess depends who we have available, really. The problem is, because and I'm pretty sure most people in this chat will agree who are Sunderland fans, we've been that accustomed to watching League One over the last however many seasons that we literally don't know about the Championship. We literally have probably not watched or at least I have not watched anywhere as much of it. But obviously, we'll wait and see. Michael Cooper, I think we're dragging our heels with Clarke and Broadhead. We should be focusing on new faces by now. Hopefully, we'll get our finger off. I think at the minute, bottom half of the table with the squad at the minute. Yeah, fair enough. I do think we will be working on other deals, not just them two. And again, we'll see. Oh, here we go. She's back. What? You always want a toy, don't you? Liam said you shouldn't have been in League One as long as you did, but don't care what anyone says. Yeah, no, we shouldn't have. We shouldn't have been in League One to begin with. I still think as a club we should be too big for the Championship, but going up to the Premier League is going to be a good number of years away yet, realistically. This season, as I said, I'm not even thinking about promotion. It's just all about consolidation. What are you? Well, I know what she's doing. She wants this. But you're not getting it. I don't want you to squeak when I'm trying to do a live stream. Colin Major, I think Sunderland are destined for greatness. I can feel it in my blood. Well, Colin, I hope your blood is correct. That sounded weird. I hope your inkling is correct. Wait and see. Let's have a look. Michael, not many of them would go for cheap as Ballard did. And the jump is possible, yeah. Kim, we should go for Callum Robinson. Yes, I agree with that. Completely agree. I'd have him in a heartbeat, especially if he's available for loan. Names, as people say, no team is too big. Look at Ipswich, Sheffield Wednesday, Portsmouth, and even Derby. Kenneth Allen, is your dog black and white? Well, I can see how it looks on the camera. They're kind of brown and white. That's how I describe them, unless I'm really colorblind. No, don't lick my face. Steve Flowers says, fairly certain Alex Neil wants Broadhead, but sadly Everton want him for pre-season. Agree Archer will be a great signing, as would Armstrong, to be honest. Then, personally, I would rather a young talent centre-back from League One than Doyle. Personally, I just have a feeling he would be a massive gamble. I just feel like he'd be a massive gamble. I'm not as convinced he'd be a massive gamble just because he's again, he's had a season of senior football behind him. Hang on, let's have a look. What else is let's see if Sunderland have actually. I can't think that Sunderland have announced Jack Clarke. I doubt it, but let's have a look. Let's have a check anyway. When it comes up, nothing but net. No, there's nothing. Nothing's been announced in terms of the. Anyway, nope, nothing quite. Michael Allen, which other young centre back League One did better than Doyle? Fair shout. William Tucker, what's your thoughts on Morrison from Derby being linked with us? For free, could do worse. It's funny because he's been renowned for his attitude issues, or alleged attitude issues, I should say. But apparently, a couple of a Derby fan that was interviewed on Local Report said that his attitude was outstanding. Now, whether that's the view of the Derby fans in general or just one particular Derby County fan, I don't know. We'd have to find that out. But for free, could do worse. I'd rather we didn't personally, but if Alex Neil feels he can get the best out of him, that's good enough for me. Let's see. Trying to make out black and green, yeah. But yeah, I guess it just depends. Like I said to you, like I've said before, now we're in the Championship. The type of player we can go for is going to be a lot better in terms of quality. Steve Flowers, Doyle is playing for England under 19s. The lad can handle Championship football. If we don't get him, he'll get a loan with another Championship team. I wouldn't be shocked either, Steve. I certainly think he'll get a decent loan move next season. There it says, Darling, who went to Swansea and O'Hara. Well, we can't get Darling, can he? Oh, Darling. We can't get Harry Darling now, can we? So we'll have to see. Wow, nearly half an hour gone. Now, I've done everything but talk, and I'm amazed you are all still here. Let's see if I can go back, see if I've missed any comments. Oh yeah, Liam made a good question actually. Well, so first of all, Michael Allen said about Clarke, we spent about £5 million so far. I think there's more to come. Yes, I think there is as well. And we've got to remember we can't go too ridiculous with transfer fees, but we've show a bit of ambition. It's about balance, isn't it? Really. Liam says, "Who do you see as a surprise package? I can see Stoke being up there. We always seem to see a surprise package in the Championship. Well, last few seasons, it's been Luton. Stoke really shouldn't be that much of a surprise because Stoke I've always had a squad for me that should be around the top 6, but I guess it just always doesn't work like that, does it? Surprise package potentially Sunderland, depending on who we bring in. We'll wait and see. It just depends. It just depends. Like I said, though, I'm happy that we're having this conversation as opposed to League One. And actually, I was looking through League One this afternoon. Well, all the clubs that are in there. Again, you've got Peterborough, Derby, Barnsley, you've got Portsmouth, you've got Charlton, you've got Sheffield Wednesday, you've got Ipswich in there, you've got Oxford, Wickham, MK Dons, the teams that did well last season. There's so many clubs. Bolton could be a surprise package. Bristol Rovers could do well. There's such a really difficult league to try and get out of next season. I'm glad we're not involved in it, to be honest. Sam, imagine still being in League One. I'd need like retail therapy. J Card Channel says, "Come on, you R's, QPR." Yep, QPR were almost a surprise package last year. Just tailed off a bit towards the end. Thane, potential dark horses, Swansea and us. Well, funny enough, I think Swansea. Yeah, I think I'd probably go with that. Swansea is the one where I'm thinking, ooh, with a full season of Russell Martin's football there, I actually think they could do really well, a lot better than people think they might. Would you take Barnsley back as a backup option? If we were still in League One, possibly. In the Championship, I personally don't think so. Hang on, do it like that. In the Championship, I don't think I would take him personally, but that's just my opinion. Sam, Norwich will be the surprise package. I assume you don't mean in a good way. Liam, can you see Millwall challenge for promotion? I think they'll challenge for it initially and then kind of fall off a little bit at the end. But again, I'm rubbish with predictions. We'll see. Liam, I predicted QPR to go up last season. What about Rhys Oxford from Augsburg? He's starting to get his career back on track and he's still 22, 23, I think. Again, possibly. The thing is, the club, I know Thane's expressed displeasure at this, so to speak, but the club have kept their cards close to their chest, haven't they? They've pretty much made sure that we don't know as much about what's going on. And in many ways, that's probably preferred. I mean, look at it this way. Every time something's been about to happen, every time we've been told something is going to happen, within a day, it's confirmed by the club. And with all the players signing contracts, I mean, Gooch, I didn't know anything about until the contract was announced by the club. Patrick Roberts, about a day before, people were saying that it looks like a deal's been agreed, and then you go from there. That was announced. Same with Bailey Wright. So, and Dan Ballard, we didn't know we were remotely interested in the guy until probably 24 hours before he actually officially signed. So, Liam, there didn't seem no one seems to talk about this whole city. Well, they just signed, is it Jean-Michael Seri, who just left Fulham? So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Hull could do all right. They've got new owners, haven't they? Then at least we'll get an update after the game tomorrow. I predict Clarke will be announced before the game tomorrow night. Michael Allen, he's 6'3". Colin Major, if we were still in League One, I would need a shrink. Oh dear. Yes, Lily, I'm not laughing like a lunatic. Well, I kind of am. But Thane, I know you can play CDM. The team that will struggle is Burnley. I think with Vincent Kompany there, I know he's managed at Anderlecht. I actually think Vincent Kompany will do all right at Burnley. Don't know why. I just have an inkling. But again, I've been wrong before. What do you want, dog? Look, here she is. Here's Lily. Hello. There you go, dog. YouTube stardom. Lily and Sound of the Doggies channel. Let's go back through some more comments. Let's see. I think I've covered most of the comments that were already there. Right, we've been on for 34 minutes, so maybe in the next 10 minutes or so, I'll start to try and wrap things up because I don't want to keep you here too long. But again, if there's been 60 of you, more than 60 watching, then there must be something all right. Acacia said, Vincent Kompany will do absolutely fantastic at Burnley. I reckon as he's a former Manchester City champion. Yeah, I mean, just because players are great players doesn't automatically mean they'll be great managers, but I think Vincent Company will do all right. We've got 41 likes. Let's see if we can get to 50 likes. We get to 50 likes, then I'm buzzing with that. Liam says, in your opinion, how will the relegated teams do? Norwich will win the league, I think, and Watford and Burnley will be in the playoffs. I think Rob Edwards will get sacked within a few months at Watford, and they'll get someone else in. And then I think, who's the other one? Burnley. I think Burnley is the one that, if I picked any team to do the weakest, I think it would be Burnley. But we'll wait and see. Thursday, to be fair, the only signs have been decent. Top 2, in my opinion. Rob Foster, you won't remember Alan Brown, our manager in the 1960s. We never heard a thing about transfers till it happened. Fair enough. Genuine interest in Will Smallbone from Southampton, a real talented lad. Gary Penty, Sheffield Wednesday will walk League One next season. Darren Moore, nicest and most respectable manager in football. Remember him saying, staying back and shaking every Sunderland player's hand after a 4-0 defeat. Yeah, that was when he was at Doncaster. We beat them 4-1, and he did that. So, Sheffield for me, and I'm not saying Acacia has nothing to do with this. I think Sheffield have a squad that should be getting promoted automatically. But if they had a better manager, I think they would do it. Darren Moore, I'm not 100% convinced tactically, but, we'll wait and see. Liam NUFC says, talking to managers, look at Steve Bruce, great player, awful manager. Yeah. Case, yeah, be objective, man. Shut up, Michael. No, they won't go up. You're just saying that because you don't like them. Liam says, not going to lie, I'm looking forward to when you play West Brom because of Steve Bruce. Well, that's the championship for you. Casey, I'll keep saying no about them going up. Well, I'll keep saying yes, they will then. Casey, shut up. No, I'm going to keep going. Sam, score prediction for Rangers match tomorrow. Tough one. Fine. Let's go with a cracking score. 3-3 then. Something daft. Something stupid. Now Santa's giving me the look when I've just squeaked that by mistake. Then, yeah, Watford are worse than Sunderland in second managers. Yes, they are. Then, Waugh is a good manager, but the Sheffield Wednesday job is far too big for him. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Kieran Gill, what's your starting 11 for tomorrow? Starting 11 for tomorrow. I don't know. I think generally for friendlies, I don't really care about the result too much. I'm just kind of looking forward to just watching a game of football. It's all about just blending together and getting ideas across, isn't it, Lily? But still, I'm going for Sunderland 4, Rangers 0. Wow, statement. Ben says I say 1 each. Acacia. Oh, shall I do it in Acacia's voice? Mate, I'll be seeing you in August. I mean, you'll be having banter again, which is going to be fun. Honestly. But I do, anyway, Acacia, but I do reckon ex-Sheffield United player John Lundstrom will score, though. We shall see. Hang on. Let's get a funny little video of Acacia up going. Where is it? Hang on. Oh, here we go. Nice little edited video. You can watch Acacia slapping us loads of times. There you go. Watch Acacia be abusive. Go on. Already dead, Acacia. I'm sorry. Mikel Alan says, Dane Reese Oxford, I also think the kind of project the new regime takes on board, so I wouldn't be surprised. Hope so, though. Kenneth Allen, it's deleted message. Casey says, geez. Thanks for that, Michael. You're very welcome. Hang on. Technically, I think I've got the goals from the playoff campaign saved on my phone. Should we get Lawrence Hubby on? Where is he? Honestly, got to have a bit of banter. Yeah, honestly, I look anyway. Are any of you guys missing the football now? Like, I mean, competitive football, actually getting to the stadium of light. Because I think I was happy with a break a while back, and now I'm starting to miss it. Funny enough, though, I'll say this now: I'm going to Accrington in a couple of weeks with a couple of the guys, just for a day out. Because I didn't actually mind Accrington as a ground. I didn't mind Accrington as a ground. I don't mind it as a day out and an away day, but I just don't want to be playing them in league football. So a friendly, I can just enjoy it, even regardless of what the score is. As long as we don't get any injuries, that's the main thing. Liam, I'm missing non-league football.